Comox Valley is located on the eastern shore of Vancouver Island, spanning between Nanaimo and Campbell River. It encompasses the communities of Comox, Courtenay, Cumberland, Fanny Bay, Union Bay, Black Creek, and Merville, as well as the Denman and Hornby Islands. Comox Bay was used as a docking site in the late 1800s, prompting the construction of the Comox Wharf in 1893. Cumberland, especially, was a coal hotbed in the early 1900s, attracting much attention around the country. So much so, in fact, that the railway was extended into the Comox Valley in 1914. There are still large coal deposits in the area, and there are companies who are looking to extract those deposits. An underground coal mine near Fanny Bay has been proposed by Compliance Coal Corporation. They would hope to yield between 0.7 and 1.1 million tons of coal per year. This would also require the expansion of Port Alberni and Highway 4 for transportation purposes, and access to approximately 500 cubic meters of water per day for coal washing. There are many factors to look into before a decision will be made on the Raven Coal project.
The proposed Raven project has many proponents that realize how beneficial that the project could be to the surrounding community. As everyone is focused on the negative aspects of the project, they are neglecting to realize what this project could potentially mean to the town and the people in the town. The project will create a number of jobs and be a revenue-generating project to help stimulate the economy. The Compliance Coal Corporation is dedicated to producing a sustainable and eco-friendly project and is willing to work with the community and take their input so that everyone can be satisfied with the final product. The Raven project will be able to produce 88% of coal that is suitable for steelmaking. This will maximize the economic gain of the project. The mine will be beneficial for many reasons, one of the main reasons being the new jobs that it will create. The Raven project will create 200 construction jobs, 350 well-paying full-time jobs, and 500 separate indirect jobs. First Nations have been and will continue to be involved in the project and will hold jobs and help the Compliance Coal Corporation with the understanding of the impacts on their use of land, rights, and titles. Before this project is implemented, it has to be approved under both the Canadian Environmental Assessment and the British Columbia Environmental Assessment. These assessments take every aspect into account, like environmental, social, economic, and health factors. By taking these factors into account, the Compliance Coal Corporation will have to meet their guidelines in order to go ahead with the project. One of the main issues posed is the effects of airborne coal dust from the coal piles and processing of coal. This project will have minimal on-site coal storage and the transportation trucks will be covered in order to reduce the amount of airborne coal dust. Also, this mine will be underground using a room and pillar style mine. This means there will be minimal impacts to the earth above. As well as the minimal impacts to the ground surface, this mine will be located behind a ridge in order to minimize the visual and noise impacts. Also, dust and noise levels will be monitored throughout the construction of the project as well as during the extraction of coal once the mine is complete. The act of separating the dirt and non-coal material from the raw coal is called coal washing. 99% of this water used will be recycled and the other 1% that is released will meet or exceed the government's water quality standards. The project will take into account all the factors that are present, like the environment, First Nations impacts, economic gains, and health issues, and will do its best to keep everyone happy while producing a resource that is beneficial to both the Comox Valley as well as BC's economy and well-being.
The groups mainly opposed to the Raven Coal Mine project are the Coal Watch Comox Valley Society, the Sierra Club of BC, and the Sierra Club of Comox Valley. The Indigenous people to the area, the Comox Band, believe that the project will be harmful to their Aboriginal rights and current treaty negotiations. Along with these groups, there are huge local opposition. With over 1,500 people attending town meetings, people have been turned away due to overcapacity. At these local meetings, 200 people signed on to have their statements made public. Of these 200 people, only one was in support of the project. All of these groups have overlapping concerns about this proposed project. A big concern is the effect of potential toxic runoff affecting local streams such as Cowie Creek and the Sable River, as well as Baines Sound. Baines Sound is the home of the BC Shellfish Growers Association's shellfish farms. The effects of toxic runoff can affect ecosystems for generations after mines close down. A mine operated near Mount Washington operated for only 4 years in the 1960s and has left behind a 40-year legacy of acid rock drainage issues and a multi-million-dollar taxpayer-funded cleanup that is still going on today.
We're pretty lucky that we have water that's clean enough to grow that product. I mean, you have to remember shellfish eat only plankton, and they're very sensitive. They need very clean water in order to be safe for humans to consume. So we're careful to test the water all the time.
The Comox-based BCSGA generates $40 million annually and employs 1,000 people, which sustains more jobs than the proposed coal mine would create. In addition to its economic importance to the area, it has become a significant social and cultural aspect to the community, with an annual Shellfish Festival occurring every June. Another issue of concern is noise from the 24-hour operation of the mine that would have 96 coal trucks driving the route every day. The trucks would drive along Highway 4, a steep and winding road that is known for its accidents. This is a major concern to local residents as Highway 4 provides the only access to Tofino and Pacific Rim National Park. Beyond these issues, coal is the world's most potent emitter of carbon dioxide. This dirty coal that will be exported and burned will add over 44 million metric tons of carbon emissions into the atmosphere over the next 20 years. In other words, it is the equivalent of everyone in Victoria and Nanaimo driving Hummers all the way around the world at the same time. This project is inconsistent with both federal and provincial commitments to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. As many people have pointed out, it is ironic that the government asks its citizens to change their lifestyles to help reduce greenhouse gas emissions, while at the same time they allow a dirty coal mine like the Raven Underground Project to be constructed.
The document containing nearly 5,000 public submissions regarding issues with the project was drafted on October 13, 2011. The next step is that the proponent, Compliance Coal Corporation, will respond to the issues addressed, with hopes of moving one step closer to getting the project approved and underway.